Hello, and welcome to another video. The 10,000 North Korean troops in Russia are facing grim odds, with many unlikely to survive. Some are reportedly engaging Ukrainian tanks with AK-47s, an absurd and suicidal mismatch. While AK-47s are effective for infantry combat, they are useless against Ukraine's T-72s and Leopard 2s, which can destroy targets from miles away. Sending rifle-armed troops against tanks is not warfare. It's a death sentence. But the suffering extends beyond the North Koreans. Many Russian troops are also poorly trained, under-equipped, and treated as expendable. The arrival of North Korean reinforcements has not improved the situation. Their inexperience and language barriers have only made coordination more difficult. Their involvement has also escalated the war. In response, Ukraine's allies have provided more advanced weaponry. Since North Korea entered the conflict, the U.S. has approved ATACMS missiles, while the UK and France have supplied Storm Shadow and Scalp missiles. In just 2 months, Ukraine has used these to destroy Russian fuel depots, ammunition storage, and command centers, gaining a major advantage. Despite capturing a few villages in November, Russian and North Korean forces paid a heavy price. Between November 20th and December 5th, Russia sent 4,000 troops, including hundreds of North Koreans, to the front. Ukrainian drones and artillery inflicted over 1,200 casualties, stalling further advances. Reports indicate casualty rates for Russian and North Korean forces are as high as 30 to 40%, meaning nearly 4 in 10 soldiers don't return. Estimates suggest between 3,000 and 4,000 North Korean troops have been killed or severely wounded, with some sources placing the number above 5,000, almost half of their total deployment. Yet, Russia refuses to change tactics. Ukrainian soldiers report that North Koreans are often sent into battle at night in small groups, attempting surprise attacks that consistently fail. Their real purpose seems to be absorbing enemy fire so Russian troops can advance behind them. Despite relentless attacks, they have gained little ground. These aren't just strategic missteps, they are catastrophes. Russian and North Korean troops were never given a real chance to succeed. The North Koreans in particular face extreme challenges. Language barriers, lack of experience, and a deep-rooted fear of failure make them more of a burden than an asset. This dysfunction became deadly on December 14th, when North Korean soldiers mistakenly fired on Russian troops, killing 8. Whether due to miscommunication or sheer incompetence, it was yet another morale-crushing blow for Russia. On the battlefield, North Korean units are often deployed first, not to achieve victories, but to absorb enemy fire before Russian forces move in. Their purpose is essentially to act as human shields. Despite suffering massive casualties, Russian commanders refuse to adapt their tactics, repeatedly sending troops into predictable Ukrainian ambushes. Meanwhile, Russian forces continue to commit atrocities. In one particularly gruesome incident, Ukrainian soldiers were captured, stripped to their underwear, and executed with gunshots to the head. Instead of breaking Ukraine's will, these war crimes only strengthened Ukrainian resolve. Ukraine responded with calculated vengeance. In the aftermath, Ukrainian forces launched devastating counterattacks, targeting Russia's 155th Naval Infantry Brigade. Using well-coordinated assaults with tanks, drones, and precision strikes, they inflicted heavy losses, leaving the battlefield littered with destroyed Russian vehicles and fallen troops. Despite repeated deadlines set by Vladimir Putin, Russia has failed to reclaim key territories, suffering enormous losses against a smaller but better trained Ukrainian force. The Kremlin's reliance on poorly trained troops, human wave attacks, and ineffective strategies has only prolonged their struggles. At this rate, any new deadline set by Russia is likely to be just as meaningless as the last. By late October, analysts estimated Russian losses in the tens of millions. If Russia's elite 155th Naval Infantry Brigade could be wiped out, what hope do poorly trained, under-equipped North Korean troops have? This leads to a bigger question. Who truly benefits from this alliance? And how has Putin's partnership with Kim Jong-un backfired, making the world more dangerous? The clear winner is Kim Jong-un. On the surface, sending North Korean soldiers and ammunition into a foreign war seems risky, but the rewards outweigh the risks, at least for Kim. First, North Korea is receiving billions from Russia, a financial lifeline for a crumbling economy devastated by sanctions, mismanagement, and natural disasters. This money strengthens Kim's grip on power, funding military programs, paying off elites, and maintaining his oppressive regime. Second, Kim gains strategic influence. Once a global outcast, he's now a key player in an alliance challenging the Western-led order. This boosts his bargaining power and diplomatic leverage. Russia is also providing critical food aid to North Korea, where food shortages have worsened due to floods, droughts, and sanctions. Thousands of tons of wheat and corn have already been delivered, with more expected. But the most alarming aspect is military technology. Russia is reportedly supplying North Korea with advanced weapons, satellite systems, and possibly nuclear technology. For years, North Korea has struggled to perfect its intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs. With Russian expertise, it can enhance missile accuracy, propulsion, and warhead designs, making its arsenal deadlier. Spy satellite capabilities are another game changer. Past North Korean attempts were failures, but Russian support could soon give Kim real-time intelligence on South Korea, Japan, and U.S. military movements. The most concerning possibility? Nuclear assistance. While no direct evidence confirms Russia is sharing nuclear secrets, indirect support through materials, equipment, or scientific expertise could accelerate North Korea's nuclear weapons program. Beyond technology, the 2024 Comprehensive Strategic Partnership Treaty cements this alliance. The most alarming part? Article 4, a mutual defense clause. If either Russia or North Korea is attacked, the other must provide military aid. This could force Russian troops into a Korean conflict, a nightmare scenario for South Korea and its allies. Article 3 establishes military coordination during peacetime, ensuring both nations consult each other in the face of rising threats. While this prevents unpredictable unilateral moves from North Korea, it also ties Russia more closely to Kim's actions, potentially dragging Moscow into conflicts it never intended. For South Korea, this alliance shifts the balance of power. If North Korean troops gain battlefield experience in Ukraine, Kim may feel emboldened to escalate tensions on the Korean peninsula, testing South Korea's defenses through military provocations or limited skirmishes. This partnership also sets a dangerous precedent. North Korea's ability to overcome international isolation by aligning with a major power could encourage other rogue states, like Iran, to seek similar alliances, further destabilizing global security. And now, South Korean intelligence suspects North Korea is preparing to send even more troops to fight alongside Russian forces, deepening an already dangerous relationship with unpredictable consequences. That is all for the video. Let us know your thoughts in the comment below. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more such videos and hit the notification to always be updated. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.